It's the conundrum every new mother has faced. When's the right time to get back into exercise after giving birth? On this week's episode of The Bump, The Pointy End, Beck Judd and Monique Bowley ask resident baby expert Drive Joe Scroy to weigh in. It is important to exercise, and you probably start off with some gentle walking initially, in order to just get the body mobilizing, Drive Joe says. That can happen pretty much soon after birth, and I encourage all my patients to do that quite quickly, because it's not only good in terms of physical well-being, it's also really good in terms of mental well-being to get out in the sun and get a bit of fresh air. Listen, Drive Joe is clear, it's all about listening to your body. Post continues, Drive Joe notes, though, that it generally takes at least 4 to 6 weeks for the body to knit itself back together after pregnancy and birth. So you certainly shouldn't be expecting to bounce back to your old routine in just a few weeks. The most important thing, as with any type of exercise, is to listen to your body. Of course, how much exercise a new mother can or should do following birth will depend on how much she was doing before birth, too. Depending on what your exercise was like during pregnancy, it would be important to slowly get back to that, Drive Joe says. You're not going to go from running a marathon before you're pregnant to running a marathon 6 weeks after you're pregnant, but certainly over a progression of time, allowing yourself to build up slowly, you'll be able to get back to the same level that you were before. As for the type of exercise, women should focus on just after birth. Aside from gentle walking to begin with, Drive Joe says the only exercise I'd recommend anyone go really hard on is pelvic floor exercises. The Melbourne-based obstetrician adds most new mums will get a 6-week check from their gynecologist, which is an important step on the path back to fitness, both of the body and of the mind. While the doctor can't give you complete sign-off with regards to when to get back on the treadmill, the 6-week check is generally a recognition that you're right to start commencing some more vigorous exercise. In addition, new mums should feel free to look to other health professionals, like physiotherapists, to help them create a post-baby exercise routine that's gentle, effective and unlikely to cause injury. And as for having sex, it's a very difficult question to answer. The most sensible thing to say is, when you both feel it's right. I'd hate to think that people would have sex